This video we will see how to create a new column using with column function in PySpark. For that, I'll be using a demo data frame to implement with column on it, and we'll create a new column using some transformations applied to a specific column from that data frame. So for that, let's first understand what with column is. With column is a PySpark function that can be used to create a new column or to add a new column or to replace an existing one. So based on different computations applied on the data, we can create a new column. So for that, let's begin with creating a Spark session, and we will create a sample data frame on which we will apply with column function to create a new column. I'm starting with creating a new Spark session. So if you are familiar with this topic and you know already that how a Spark session can be created and how to create data frame and all, then you can skip the whole part and directly look into the with column implementation or that use of that function directly. But if you are totally new with PySpark or getting started with PySpark, then you can just stay tuned from the very beginning. So let's start the video. I'm creating a Spark session. Using this command, we will firstly import Spark session from PySpark.sql module. Now I have created a Spark session instance with name as Spark. So it will either create a new app with app name app1, or if it will just get that app if it already exists. So we have just added that part and just now proceed with data. So in data, I'll be using something like a student table where we will be having roll numbers, then the name of student, date of birth for the date of birth of those particular students, and then we will have gender. So let's start with the roll number. So I have some data in place. Let's create column names for this. Yeah, so we are done with data and columns. Let's create a data frame name df with this all the information. So let's see what we got here. We have successfully created a data frame. So we have created data frame here, but just we have messed up with the columns. So let me add them in proper sequence, and this I just missed one. Yeah, so now we have a data frame complete. Let's understand the schema. Everything is string except roll number. So roll number is holding a numerical value, that's why it's showing long as data type. Now what we will do, we will just create a new column here. We will add a new column to our data frame by using with column function, and that column will hold values that will state the age for every student. So we will what we will do, we will just derive age value from this dov column. For that, let's start with writing a query that will use with column. So I'm just starting with the basic syntax of with column. So what with column accepts as a parameters that first should be the column name that we want to be generated. So the new column that will be added to that will be added after gender will be age. So here you can specify the name for that particular column. So after specifying the name for the new column, you can add different transformations, or you can just simple copy it from another column. So if I want it to be a copy of roll number, then I will just go like this. I can just copy roll number into a new column name age. Let's again show the df. So see, we have implemented the show command, and it's just showing the result after creating a with column, creating after a column name age. So age is here, but all it has are the copies of these values that were there in roll number. So we don't want it like to be. We just want to derive age from the date of birth. So to calculate age from date of birth, we'll start with taking difference between two dates, like the current date and the date of birth of a particular student. Let's start with taking a date difference. So date diff is another function that will give difference between the two dates, like the current the whichever date you will provide here, it will take its difference. So this current date function basically holds today's value, that system value, whichever that may be. So it will just show that system value here, and then we will pass it the DOB column for that. And again using column function. So column is also another function to show that the thing we are passing is column. So this is what we want to achieve, and we'll try to run this. So now it's showing us that date diff is not defined. So to get everything defined, we need to add it with a new import command. So I'm importing both date diff, after that current date, and this column function. Also we need to convert this column to date type for that, because the current date will be in date format and our column is in a string format. So that diff is added. So as soon as you add a new library, the yellow line will be removed and it will show that you have successfully uh, imported it, and now you are ready to use it in your code. So this much, and then again it will import to date. And I think we will need floor as well uh, to get the exact number of years in whole number. We will need to take the floor division, so it will give us a whole number as a year value. Now let's try to run it. It's firstly showing the original df that was there, then it is showing the new df, but here you can see the null. So the values are null because it actually cannot take the difference from both. So for that, let's convert this to a proper date. So date function will do that, but still we cannot make it possible because DOB is in different format, and the standard format for to date is YY, like year will go first and then month value will go, and the last value will be for the day. So see, here it is. So standard format for to date is the year will go first, then it is the month value, and then value of the day. But we are implementing in the reverse order. We are taking day first, and then it is month value, and then lastly the value of year. So here we will just specify the format in which we are considering date. So we are considering it like this. Let's just again run the query. So with column is working fine. It has created a new column with the value age, and now we are just deriving the age of different students in year. So now it has calculated the age, you can see here, but that age, though it is in days, so we don't want it to show a weird number, we want it to be in years. For that, we'll divide this date diff function, the whole date diff function, to by number of days in a year. So those are 365.25. Let's divide it and we'll get an exact number of years in fraction. But so here it is in fraction, but we do not in real life we do not show our age in fraction. So for that, we'll just put this all thing in a floor function. So what floor will do, floor will just make it to a whole number which is nearer to the lower bound. So floor will make it to a number that is lower bound for the particular range. So if it is 25.5, then floor will make it 25. It will round up to 25, not to 26. That is how floor works. So yeah, so I have already added floor here, and we have floor here as well. So let's see whether it calculates our age in the format we want or not. Here you can see the age is calculated properly with column. It's adding the age column at the end of our existing data frame, and then we have a floor column, then we have a value that age column is holding. So this is the transformation, and with this transformation we are creating a new column named age. So what we can do is we can place this age before gender as well. For that, we need to make some modifications to with column function. So let's try to implement that as well. So with column function accepts just two values. One is name of the new column, and another one is from which the new column is getting derived, or the logic behind this new column, if it is getting derived from existing columns. So we actually cannot arrange the new column by using with column function, but we can do it using select. So for that, let's write a select query to arrange our new column age before gender. New arrangement for the columns. So roll number will go first. After that, name will be there, date of birth, and then I'll add age. Lastly, I will put gender. Let's see what it has created for us. Yeah, so it has just placed a new column after right after the date of birth column, and that is what we wanted to achieve. So here you have like seeing the complete implementation of with column. So that was all for this video. Hope you like this, and please subscribe my channel. So I have created a playlist on PySpark, where in that playlist you can find different videos related to PySpark. And that was all for this video. Hope you enjoy this, and please subscribe the channel, leave the comment. Thank you.